Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Humna and I share videos connected to art, healing and spirituality. There are three things that I'm extremely passionate about. These are the three things that I focused on in my life to start my healing journey, because the only way I found myself feeling sane in a chaotic world around me was through art. It was having my head down on the sheet of paper and letting whatever needed to come out through me come out in patterns. I believe art is kind of like a window or a door or a portal, maybe a gateway, whatever you resonate with, that takes you in to heal your soul, connect you to your body, and bring you back into the world. It's so therapeutic to just be in the presence of your own self, of the creator, and allow the creator to come through you in that what you are creating. My video topic for today is start where you are and start with what you have. Sometimes as an artist, I feel we're so crippled by looking at other people and judging ourselves for not having enough in us to begin the journey. And my advice, of course, to my younger self and to myself today is stop looking and start doing. Be inspired by people around you, but the inspiration that you can receive from your core soul is way beyond any other person can ever give you. So, if you can cultivate a relationship with yourself in the present moment and be your own cheerleader, be your own motivator, and start with whatever you have. It doesn't have to be a fancy color box or paper, even. I started on little scraps of paper. For me, it was never about what I was painting on, but it was always a promise that I kept to myself to keep painting. It did not matter where I was, what I was doing. If I had a few minutes to myself and had a pen and a tissue paper, I would start doodling on that tissue paper. And I remember there were times I didn't even have a tissue paper, and I would look at, a pen, and I would look at a tissue paper with like a little brand name or something, some kind of brand little name on the piece of tissue paper, and I'll start creating patterns in my head around that pattern, around that logo. And I still remember having this conversation and laughing at myself, going, "What is it? What are you doing, Hamna?" And it is just in those moments that no matter what is happening around you, you have a little way of coming back home to yourself. And that helps us to stay stable, stay loyal to our own being. It sounds ridiculous, like imagining a pattern around a logo. But if you think about it, it was me coming into my own heart and seeing the things how I wanted to see them, rather than submitting to the fact of that's just a pretty logo. For me, I could work on a logo and in my head and heart create something out of nothing, which didn't even exist. So it was really not about producing something, but it was enjoying the fact that I could create in my head, in my heart, and that might not even come into reality, but that's okay. At least I am going on creating in my head in that moment because I needed to, and it kept me going. One thing I say is don't get hung up on the materials or the tools or the canvas, or to have something and then I will do something, to be something and then I will become something. You know, like I said, the topic of the video is start where you are start with what you have. Pick up that pencil that is in front of you. And if you can't draw a pattern, start drawing lines. If you can't start drawing lines, then start drawing dots. If you can't do dots, the simplest way to begin is write a quote down and just beautify it. If you can't even do that, start writing your name. You see, our name has a lot of power which most people don't understand. It is our identity that we get called by. And so just writing your name with love can also help you connect to your own self. I used to do this exercise of writing my name over and over and over and over again, and just to kind of say, I am here. Because I suffered from, I wouldn't say suffer from, but I have this tendency to disassociate from my body and just kind of be somewhere where I'm not. And as much fun as that truly is, I was never present in my body. So my being would be flying away and doing things, but I was never present. And for me to be present, as I said, because I'm imagining the patterns in my head and heart, but to bring it on the piece of paper really helps to ground me, come back home to my beautiful body. And you start appreciating not only what you're creating, and not only the space when you create, like give yourself that time and space to create, you start appreciating your hands. You start valuing your brain. You start focusing on the hand movements, how you move the paper, how you create a line. How does it make you feel? A whole conversation starts happening with your being and your body. And you fully understand that there's so much to you than you've been told about. And so it doesn't matter if you're not taught to be an artist, you don't know where to begin. You don't need to know how to create. It is something that is innate, born, like it is in us to create. So pick the pencil, don't worry about the paper, pick whatever you have and start drawing. If it's not doodles or lines and you'd like to do something more, something in nature, birds, characters, your favorite cartoon character. I started with Mickey Mouse, and I don't know, there was a guy called Fido Dido or something like that I started with skinny legs and everything. I used to look at the way its shorts were. Pick your favorite animal and start drawing that. Look on YouTube or go on to anywhere, like I'm sure you can Google it and find images of your favorite animal, print it out or just open it on your screen and just start copying. And this is something people are really scared about, copying other people's work. Well, in all honesty, no matter how much you tried, you will not be able to copy anybody's work, because you will always at some point, when you start the design or the artwork, at some point your inner designer, inner creative person, your inner intuition will be ignited, and you will automatically be like, oh, I know this person's done it this way, but let me try it a different way. So even if you wanted to copy, you literally within you cannot copy anybody, because it's just human nature is that you will bring in your own creative spark will get ignited. So don't be scared about copying. Allow yourself the chance to get started. Don't wait too long. Just get started with what you have and where you are. In the kitchen, in the bedroom, in wherever, late at night. I remember when I started, I promised myself that no matter, this is years ago, I can't even remember, and I said to myself, I'm going to draw every single day, no matter how I feel. no matter how I am or how my day has been, the one thing I will do is draw. And not draw like a massive painting or anything, but even if it is a tiniest flower that I can do, a tiniest dot I can do, but with consciousness that this is a promise I'm going to keep to myself, for it would be the thing that would be the most real thing in my day. Life just passes by, guys. Life just keeps flowing. The days will turn into nights and nights will turn into days, and it'll just be going on. It is these little moments when you are with yourself, when you truly experience life. It's not being in a gathering. Life is not, that is part of life, yes, but life really is when you experience it in your heart, being in your body, respecting what you've got, being in extreme gratitude of who you are and what a magnificent creature your creator created you as. When you become humbled by your own self, you automatically start experiencing life with humility towards others also. The way you look at yourself, you start looking at others. And the amount of things one learns through art is mind-boggling. How little one needs. I generally, as you can see on the screen, I'm painting with just one pen. And God knows how many years I've been using this pen, poor guy. It's probably my bestest friend and I love it. Having said that, I should really take care of that pen because it scares me right now. And this is the human nature we all have. We get attached to our tools, but even though I have like 1,000 pens, this one just comes to me. And so it's just one pen, one colored ink, and you just flow with it. You let those spaces that you see allow you to create a shape, right? And when you create the shape over and over and over again, it brings your mind into a space of stability. It really connects you. Repetition is magical, guys. Like, it's magical. And I tell myself every time I do these sort of pieces, how can I make my line better than the one I created before? And my focus is not what I'm creating, but how my line needs to get better every single time. So the line I'm working at needs to be better than the line I created just before it. And it's just a line, right? And you'd be like, how much better can you really be? But there is this feeling of, I want to give it 100%. For every line matters, for every day matters, for every breath matters. It's not about how many lines I create, but it's how many lines I created consciously with the effort to make them better, to connect to each line, to connect to each breath. Could I ever be able to count the number of lines I've created? No. So could I ever be able to count the breaths that I have been gifted by the Creator? No. But can I actually value each breath that my Creator has gifted me? Yes. Yes. So my message for you today is, don't wait too long to start doing art or whatever creativity that you think you are here to do. Whatever calls you, may it be painting, may it be doodling, may it be coloring adult books, may it be creating things with your hands, whatever it may be, just start today. Give yourself that push, that feeling, you know what, I can do it. That really cripples us because, as an artist, we think, I don't know if I'm good enough, and this, that, and the other. Another day I'll make another topic, this topic video about good enough. But But that fear, that overwhelming insecurity takes over us. And what we need to really understand is, if I'm able to hold a pencil, if I'm able to see a sheet of paper in front of me, that's pretty much all I need to get started. The expression, the story, the patterns, the design, the colors, everything will come through you. You learn how to lose the constant, the controlling mind that one has, and you allow the flow to come as it just flows through you. Like a musician when it's singing, it could be singing a new song or an old song, like a remake or a re-singing, and they'll have their own twist to the song and let that just be in the flow. They'll sing the same song, but they will have their own take on it, and that is magical. That is the most real thing, because they allow themselves to be inspired by something that is existing, but yet again they make it theirs by allowing the energy of flow of universe to just come through them. So don't hold your singing, don't hold your hands. Start creating, start speaking and connecting to yourself through art. And if that's a journey that you'd like to take with me, if my energy resonates with you and you enjoy watching my work, then you can join my Patreon. All my sessions are available up there, and I do run live sessions also on a weekly basis. You can check in with me, send me a message, connect with me, leave a comment, and let me know how you find these videos as you see the piece happen in real time. I've not done this before. It's just something that I'm beginning, and I love sharing them and being with you all as the piece unfolds every week. So it's a nice feeling to be on a journey together and speak about things that I'm really passionate about, with the hope and desire that it would one day inspire somebody out there to pick up that pencil and start creating. For when you create, connected to your consciousness, to your subconsciousness, to your soul, to your oneness of the universe, all you can create is beauty. All that you will feel is healing. For when the universe comes through you in your artwork, it has an effect on your body. It calms it down. It really brings you into the present moment. It relaxes you. And you become so present. It's like the past never happened and the future doesn't matter. For that, where you are right now, with that line, with that color, with that pattern, with that piece, is all that there is. I hope you really enjoyed the video and watching me paint or connecting with me. If in any way you feel I can guide you or hold you or, be there for you, you can connect through my social media connections down below. Like I said, you can join Patreon and start your journey within yourself. You can learn how to paint these patterns with me. Do share, like, and subscribe. I don't I don't say these things with the intention that I really want you to follow me, and it's not, that intention is not there. But the intention is there that when you do like, share, and subscribe, in a way you connect to my energy and I connect to yours, and in the world of energy we become one, and so we're able to be there for each other through the process of creation. I love you all. I'm sending you lots of good wishes, prayers, and please don't forget, don't wait too long to get started with your creativity, whatever it may be. Start with where you are. Start with what you have. Don't worry about the tools. Don't worry about your own skills. Pick the pencil, take the paper, just do it today. Take care, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. And thank you so much for joining me as this piece unfolds. I love you all. Bye for now.